Can you just, I'll just move my mouth and you say words. The first time I ever sang in front of people, I was in the 2nd or 3rd grade and I auditioned for this solo, and I was the only person that could hit the really high note. And so during the performance, I remember just taking a deep breath and just hoping that the note came out, and it did. And the audience just erupted in applause, and the piano player had to stop playing so everybody could clap for me. And I remembered that feeling and just thinking in that moment, this is what I want to do. This summer I got accepted into the Consortium MMT program with David Porter, and that was a really great experience for me because I'd never had any formal songwriting training. And so to be able to learn from him was so great because he's written so many hit songs. So just kind of hearing the formula of how you go about doing that was very beneficial for my songwriting now. I got to work with so many talented musicians, and through the course of making the record, they all became my really good friends. And so we had so much fun during rehearsals and during the recording, and just really vibing off of each other, and they made me feel so comfortable, and they really cared about what I wanted and what I was hearing, and they tried really hard to incorporate that into their sound. And I just think that I feel so blessed to be able to know these guys and just to be able to work with them, and I know they're all going to do big things, and I'm so excited for them and their careers, and so thankful that they were able to do this with me and to spend the time to make this record really great. Recording at Royal Studios was definitely an unforgettable experience. Walking in, you just can feel the history. And when you meet Boo, he's so nice, he's so welcoming, and it's not just you recording at some studio for a day, it's you becoming part of a family and part of a history. So just being in that room, in the vocal booth, where you know so many legendary singers have been, it was crazy. We were just basking in the history. Sweet Soul is my first album. I've finally been able to come together with a really talented group of people, thanks to Blue Tom Records, to record it and release it and get myself out there and get my music out there. So I'm very excited for that. When trying to come up with a name for the album, I tried to think of the things that embody my sound, and I have a very light, airy voice. But I also have these very soulful songs, so that's kind of how Sweet Soul came about. Nothing's Missing is about being content with what you have and the people around you, and not needing fancy or expensive things for people to show that they love you, and just accepting them for what they are, and just telling them, like, I don't need anything but you and what you're giving me. Nothing's Missing I actually co-wrote with one of my friends, and there was a lot of musicians that helped really contribute to the unique sound that it has, and I think that you can't hear Nothing's Missing without wanting to dance. And it just makes you feel good, I think. And it's very positive and uplifting, and it's so funky. The bass line is one of my favorite things in it, and Cedric did such a great job with kind of doodling around on the organ, and I just love how it feels, and it's really funky, but it's also really smooth, and I like that. I knew that I wanted to do a cover, and so I was thinking through all of my favorite classic songs, and I came across Ain't No Sunshine, and for some reason it just felt really right, and so we were rehearsing it and trying to come up with a really cool arrangement. And I remember there's a section where I just kind of let loose, and when we were recording it, I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do. I was just kind of improvising, and so from the booth, I remember everyone just kind of like freaked out because I just all of a sudden like ripped it on this random part. I know, 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 and I gotta leave a young thing alone. It ain't no sunshine when it's gone. so I feel like that our cover of Ain't No Sunshine is it's just raw, and it was just honestly me just kind of being like, okay, here we go, I'm just gonna see whatever comes out, and it turned out really great, and that's one of my favorite songs on the record too. I think the best part of singing and performing is that audience connection, because music is all about connecting with people and having a message and portraying that to people and having people feel that and react to that. So I think the reason that I like to sing and the reason that I like to perform is because I like to make people feel. And there's a big difference between wanting to sing so people will be looking at you and wanting to sing so people can feel something. And I think that's those legendary artists that we love so much sing because they want people to feel something. And so that's always what I want to bring when I'm singing or performing or if someone's listening to me, is just that authenticity.